Dan Illman, Mike Beer. Let's take a look at the field for race number 9 at Belmont Park on Saturday. It is the Jockey Club Oaks Invitational. $700,000 for the 3-year-old fillies going a mile and 3/8 on the inner turf. Only 7 in here, but as you can see from David Aragona's morning line, really a wide open race. And to me, the key to the race is pace, because I don't see any speed.
Yeah, another turf race here that doesn't have a ton of pace, so we'll see how it plays out in the early stages, because that could be key. Personally, Dan, and we can throw up the Timeform US pace projector. I think the one is going forward in this race. She didn't go last time, and they have her at the back of the pack on this pace projector. I think she's going from the rail.
She has shown a lot of speed in Europe. She didn't go in the Saratoga Oaks, and she ran really well in that race, but I agree with Mike. Maybe Creative Flair, if not the 2 Higher Truth, who at least has shown tactical speed. I'm not sure about Madone coming in from Southern California, the 5. I do think this pace will be run at a slow clip. Let's watch Creative Flair and Higher Truth in the Saratoga Oaks last time out. Higher Truth's going to finish second. Creative Flair is going to finish third. Higher Truth is in the blue down towards the inside. Creative Flair was following her, gets to the outside. Both ran okay.
They did. Unfortunately for them, they turned an underrated horse loose on the lead here in Cone Lima, and you can see that Cone Lima still has something left in the stretch, Dan. They can't get to her. Creative Flair, it felt like a bigger mistake from Mike Smith in that race, just to take a hold of her out of the gate, because her form over in Europe, they had been going forward with her, using her speed, putting her into the race. And for whatever reason, Smith decided to take her back in the Saratoga Oaks. And listen, after that, he gave her a good trip, the old in out from off the pace. But the winner had too much left in the tank there, and they couldn't run her down.
But she was looking good sprinting in the stretch, and she might get closer this time around under Jamie Spencer. As for Higher Truth, her tactical speed puts her in very good stead. She's done little wrong for Chad Brown in her last 4 races. Really, she wouldn't be a surprise at all.
Not at all. I'm not surprised that she's the morning line favorite, even if it's a slight one. And, listen, we'll see if she can finally get over the hump here. I think she's run well in every one of her races, Dan. But we could at least point out here that she got a great trip 2 starts back and came up short. She got a good trip last time and came up short.
Key to the race might very well be the 3, Baby Blythe, daughter of American Pharaoh, going out for Shug McGahee. Let's watch her last race, and I'd urge everybody to go into their formulator PPs and watch the whole thing, because by now Baby Blythe's already taken over. And you must think, Baby Blythe's taken them all the way around the track. Oh, no. There was a very fast pace on. Baby Blythe was about 10 lengths out of it, and she made this huge 4-wide brush to take over with 3/8 of a mile to run. This is a very impressive performance. The problem is it's only against a maiden field, but the fact that Shug's willing to run her here off this race, I think, is a big thumbs up.
I agree with that. That win right there, Dan, wasn't really that big a surprise. When you go back and watch her career debut at the end of last year, she showed real potential that day. Had a miserable trip that day, and still almost won the race. Didn't run, quite as well, I didn't think, off the layoff at Saratoga, a race that she probably needed, but she was really impressive last time. And I agree with you. Just the fact that Shug's going to step her right up into $1 million race, I think it's pretty significant.
Jonathan Thomas found a good spot for long shot B up last time out at Colonial. Dropped her into the non-winners of one other, then found a field that she could beat, and she did. She just has to run a little bit faster. Maybe this is the horse that will take on the running, because she has shown a little bit of speed, albeit in slower paced races earlier in her career.
That's true. She has a little bit of tactical speed. She's got some potential. You don't have to worry about distance with her necessarily either. She did break her maiden over 11 furlongs. She was the only first-time starter in that field as well. We'll see. I was disappointed in her race at Saratoga 2 starts back, but she rebounded last time.
Madone class is up. No doubt about that. She's got a couple of graded stakes wins to her credit. She is a 4-time stakes winner. For her, it's going to be all about distance. She was in against a very good horse last time out. That Going Global is okay. Madone fits with these. The question is, can she overcome a moderate pace? I know Timeform US has her up front. I'm not sure where she'll be early, and how far does she want to go?
Yeah, I didn't think she'd be up close in this race early. It doesn't seem like her running style, but I guess we'll see. I'm with you. I think distance is the major question with her. You mentioned Going Global, the horse that beat her last time. She beat Going Global 2 starts back, and she did it, with a wide move down the outside. I thought she ran really well when she won 2 starts back. I mean, all 5 of her wins, Dan, are at the flat mile. The 2 times they tried 9 furlongs, it didn't work out. But I think she sort of ran deceptively well last time.
Shantasara has been placed in some nice spots for Chad Brown since coming to the States, second at Monmouth in her North American debut. And the pucker up last time just seemed to fit very well for her. I didn't think it was the strongest edition of that race, and see she surged clear, but she showed a lot of improvement.
She really did. This is another step up in class for her, so we'll see how she handles it. It's funny because you look at her; she started out in France, over in Europe, like a lot of these other horses, Dan. But she doesn't have the class lines of those horses. She wasn't running in good races over there. Still was really impressive in her 2 wins. They were both going longer on synthetic, and she was impressive winning those races. I just think she's really improved since Chad took over. Her Boiling Springs was a really underrated performance. She had a tough trip in there, had really no chance with the front running winner, but I thought she raced on very well through the stretch. She crushed that field last time. I know it was a weaker field. She absolutely buried them with a big step forward. I think she might fit here.
First time North America for the 7, Harajuku, going out for legendary trainer Andre Fabre. And this horse has faced tough competition in France, beaten less than 2 lengths in the French Oaks. She's been running in group race after group race in France. She's going to be running on at the end of this race, and I would not sleep on her.
Yeah, I agree with that. We'll see how they bet the race. That 4-1 feels like it's probably a very fair price, if only because she's been keeping top company over there in France, and she's more than held her own. I mean, she's obviously not one of the best ones over there, but she's held her own. The race 2 back, maybe a little bit of a trip where she had trouble getting clear in the stretch. I thought she ran okay. That wasn't the case last time. She got a great trip, had every chance to win that race, and just wasn't good enough. But maybe she was just facing better horses.
I have a feeling she's one of the European horses that wants firmer ground, and perhaps she'll get it at Belmont on Saturday. Top pit time for the Jockey Club Oaks. It's a wide open race. You're right that Shantasara had trouble in the Boiling Springs. She took a big step forward last time out, and I think this distance is well within her scope. I think she's going to be a playable price as well.
I think all those things are true. That's why I put her on top, Dan. I do want to wait and see how they bet the race, because I don't think I would want too short a price on anybody in here. But if she's the right kind of number, she's the horse I want to bet. I do think she's taken big steps forward since Chad took over.
Maybe I'm reaching just a bit with a recent maiden winner, Baby Blythe. She was very impressive. Perhaps it was a bit pace-aided, but boy, she blew that field away. I think she's could be ready for this step up in class for McGahee and Louis Saez. 6172 for Mike, 3672 for me. It's the Jockey Club Oaks. Nice card at Belmont on Saturday. Good luck.